We have begun. We're there, I think. We are there. Possibly. Do I have sound this time? We have begun. Yeah. Yesterday's one, when I started, I had no sound for 5 minutes. But I believe I've got sound now. Please. Yo, sadly I can't watch the good look of the stream. Mate, thank you very much. I appreciate you dropping in and just saying hello. So yeah, nice one for that. Cheers, mate. Thank you. I hope whatever you're doing, you have a good evening. Let's get my settings set up there so I can see. Pull that up there. Oh, God. The smoke alarm's going off. It's not me. I've not set fire to any lipos. I don't know if you can hear the smoke alarm. Hopefully it'll stop in a minute. Come on, do something about it. There we go, it stopped. Typical. Oh, that's funny. There's always some drama at the start of a stream. Um, right, yeah, thank you for dropping in. If there's anyone that's clicked on like the replay of the live, thank you for that. Because it's a bit early on yet, there'll be nobody in here. People don't join for the first couple of minutes, you just end up chatting to yourself mainly. Or people that you know have possibly clicked on it after it's live, you're going to re-watch. So that's always nice. I say hello to you. Still say.
Voice for G. Is it does it have a sale on at the moment? Or
Right. Anyway, after the drama of smoke alarms going off and all sorts, we will try and rebuild this. So yesterday we managed to strip it all down. Today, thanks to the lovely people at Model Sport, I've had my parcels in. I'm still waiting on the ring and pinion diff gears, but I've got everything else. This is a brand new chassis. So we're going to hopefully, in the next couple of hours, have something back that resembles a Smax again. Katie, oh my God, hi. Hello, Katie. Thank you for joining. I now need to try and remember what screws were what. And I know somebody in the chat yesterday was saying, "Oh, how are you going to remember what's what?" You just sort of guess. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just guess. Use educated guesses. So, how are we all doing? Who have we got in? Who's the early people into the stream? We will put this in. So before I even start and get too warm, let's take this jumper off. It's a bit warm down here in the garage today. Although it has started raining now outside. Only very lightly, but we do need a bit of it to just cool areas down. So yeah, I've had quite a few bits turn up. New skid plates, front and rear. I've already drilled and got them ready to take the bash bar. I've already done the chassis modifications for the bigger motor because of that big motor that I run. It won't fit in the normal chassis. In this space. You'll see what I mean when I come to put it all back together. We're going to wind all this in. How's everyone else's Saturday going? How are people's Saturday? Is it good? Are you going out? Are you chilling out? Is it a nice, easy one at home? Or a mad one out on the town? Who knows? Working. Who's in? Who is in? I don't even know how many people are in. There's nobody chatting. Somebody needs to say hello. We'll soon have this looking like a truck again. Maybe. We might do. It might resemble something of an X-Max in a bit. Now, this, if I remember rightly, how did this fit on? That pointed towards there, because I've got the new, as I said yesterday, I've got a new receiver box to go in. A nice new 3D printed one that's a bit more shockproof than this one. Not that this one's broken, this one's been perfect, but I'm going to go with that one. Because why not? So I think that's going to be my mission, is get the chassis built back up. I think I can put the front end on, and then we'll move it out the way. Then I'll get the back ender. Um, and I'm going to change the rear bulkhead. I've got a new rear bulkhead to go on. And then I'm just waiting on the diff gears. But yeah, if I put them in now, then I can't get that on, can I? Because this is going to be the fun thing. Trying to get that on. Yeah, because that covers all the screws. Well, yeah. I guess what I need to do is run my cables. Two to burn. Black to the outside, like that. So that's going to run through there. Through there. Grum, hey mate. Craig, you missed the Corrali reveal. Did I? I don't know. Clearly, I didn't even know. Is it any good? What is it? Is it a buggy? Is it a buggy? What have they done, Grum? Fill me in, mate. Fill me in. Yeah, I didn't even know they were doing a reveal. I live in my own little special bubble. The soft and colourful world of Craig. Don't wind me up. It's not a two-wheel drive Kagama, is it? Steering throttle from the top there. That's going to go in there. A two-wheel drive Kagama. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, to be fair, but I think you're pulling my leg. You're a clever sausage, yeah. Yeah, as I said, I wouldn't be surprised. I'd be more surprised if it was like a short course truck or a rally car. Oh, the limited edition Kagama, yeah. I have seen pictures of it. I was actually chatting to Chris about it and Mark in our chat. Um, so we were saying about how it is lovely. It does look really nice. But is it really something that you want to bash? Like, this is me. Of course, it's something I want to bash. You know what? Before I go too far with putting all this in, which I probably already have gone a bit too far, I think the sensible thing to do would be to put the servo in the bottom and feed that through. So then I've got everything that needs to be plugged in the right area. That would make more sense, wouldn't it? These GPM cages are brilliant. 999 limited edition, heavily upgraded. Yeah, I've seen the pictures of it. It looks ace. The chassis is the only part you can't buy separately. Coolest toilet. Thank you for joining, mate. What are you building? This is an X-Max. Wait there. And this is the other end of the X-Max. And this is the front of the X-Max. So we've got back end, front end, middle bit. It's just basically having a new chassis. It's going to have a new bulkhead. It's going to have some new gears. We're going to get into the centre dip. It's got new skid plates. Allard, hello, Allard. No, the chassis is stamped with a serial number. So then, yeah, everything else you can just get. It's very cool. It is very cool. I mean, can anybody buy one, or do you have to be selected by Corrali to own one? They'll sell out instantly. They will instantly. But I don't think I'll buy one. My money will be going somewhere else. Coolest toilet. Yeah, it's a good name, and Alice. I thought that as well when he dropped in. Yeah, that's a good name. I like that name. All my nieces and nephews are running around like my sister's house and my mum's house saying skibbity toilet. I'm like, what are they going on about? I'm too old, man. Rut Rider, hey up, Craig. Hey up, Rut. How are you doing, Rut? Are you okay, mate? Money will be the decider. Yeah. Oh, they could just put them out to the highest bidder, couldn't they? Yeah. Yeah. Grum tried winding me up. He said the new Corrali was a two-wheel drive Kagama. I didn't buy it. I was like, nah, no, don't wind me up. Oh, excuse me. A little bit of a cold going on at the minute, but I won't go on about it. Right, that is servo in. Pull the cable through a bit like that. And now I'm going to put the cable in there. Yeah, there. And the servo cable can also go in there. Alan, I'm watching your live with my son. Oh, nice one, mate. Nice one. Hello, Saul. We're going to get your car fixed, aren't we? We'll get your little car fixed up. It can come here. I'll fix it live on the internet like this if you like. We'll have it here and get it all fixed up for you. We'll soon get it running again. Not a problem. Tell you what I don't like is these cables on this servo aren't coloured. They're all just black in colour. So now I'm unsure on which way round I should plug it in. I don't want to put everything back together and it'd be wrong. I'm just going to plug this in. Why not? I think I can, can't I? So if I get that, that's the X-Max one, and we'll just get 2 batteries. 6S will do, because I just want to make sure this goes on. Alan, my son is amazed you've lost your hair. So, can't wait to see his car on your bench. Yeah, mate, it'll happen. We'll have it on here. I can't believe I've lost my hair. As in, like, I'm old and going bald, or the fact that I shave it off. It happens. Old age, mate, just gets to us all eventually. Um, there we go. That was all I wanted to test. It's just to make sure that the servo is plugged in the right way. And it is. So we'll put that down there. And then we'll just ram all this in here. Apart from that. Because that's the power for my fans. So we want that to come out. But yeah, the receiver and all this cable can just be neatly just stuffed into this tiny box. Although actually this isn't that tiny of a receiver box, is it? I've seen a lot of receiver boxes that are a lot smaller than this. This one's quite roomy, in fact. A nice roomy receiver box. It's just what you need. And then we'll have that one coming out here. I've had this. This is the new box that I was on about yesterday. That had a brand new 3D printed box. And I just never used it. Well, now I'm using it. Mad Azza. Hi, mate. Hi, Mad Azza. Hi, mate. Thank you for joining us. I think it's because you've gone bald. You're like, I have hair, and Dad, you have hair. Where's Craig's hair? God, he has a patch, yeah. It's my thinking patch, that is. It's too much time stood on site when I was working. Going like, how are we going to do this? I've worn it out. I've worn it away. Yeah, old and bald. But hey ho. So yeah, Allards. On the 27th, I'm up for travelling down together if it's going to make it easier. I don't mind driving. I'll swing by near your place and pick you up, and we'll head down if you want to. I'm up for that. Rider, mostly goods here. Got my cheapy 40 kilogram GX servo today. It's the one that's got in the Kagama. Nice, they're goods. Hi, no problem, bro. Nice one, man, sounds like. Nice one. Well, we are just working on the X-Max now. This is a brand new chassis because I snapped my old one. He says that's silly. Yeah, isn't it, Mad Hazza? Too many head spins. Yeah. Is that going in? It is now. It is now. Have a nice, Craig. Thank you for mentioning Hobby King. That's all right, mate. I get a lot of my batteries from Hobby King, but you have to watch out because those Turnigy Rapids that you showed me, yeah, they're on offer at the minute for like 30 quid. You'll go on there next week and they're like 70 quid. So don't buy them because they always come back on offer. Always. They've always got a decent offer on somewhere with a decent battery. Um, yeah, 30 quid for a 6,000 milliamp 6S battery. You can't go wrong. Oh, I've gone wrong. I didn't put those screws in there. I might be able to get to it from here. Was it them? Possibly. I put a little cut in one of them, didn't I? Oh, I've left this on. It's beeping at me. Let's turn that off and get that out of the way. So I know that I put a little slot in one of the screws with that one. Yeah. So I'm guessing I should be able to put that back in there. Is anybody else coming to the Buggy and Truggy Bash down in? Oh, I forget where it is. Alan, tell them where it is. I know it's like a leisure centre or something. It's called the Pill Centre, isn't it? I forget where the town is. Be towards Tenby again. It's on Sunday the 27th. I'm going. Alan's going. There'll be a load of other people there. It's actually a very good one, apparently. I've never been to it, but because it's at a leisure centre or a community centre or something, they've got use of the cafe there, toilets, they put on a bit of food so you can buy burgers and stuff, which is always nice. Why struggle? Why struggle? Just pull that off. Right, what have I meant? Rum, your two-wheel drive. Kigama, yeah. We could make one, Grum. I mean, we wouldn't be the first people to do it, would we? Take a four-wheel drive platform and turn it into a two-wheel drive platform. What did I do with the little screw? Found it and then I've lost it. Wasn't any of them. Wasn't that one. What have I done with it? I've not kicked it on the floor. It's not in front of. Nope. 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 Um, just Alad, I'm just saying, if I get a 6S, I don't bash my cars as often as you. So hopefully I'm less likely to lose a cell. Yeah, as long as you balance it once you're finished with it, and then every couple of weeks to start with, just check that it's still balanced, and then once you know it holds balance, maybe once a month, just check it. That's what I do with these DXF blue batteries. I've had them ages, and I don't use them a great deal. But I know now I can just check that they're balanced. I'll leave them for months and they're fine. But then every now and again, I just chuck them on the charger and make sure they're still balanced. Rider, the price is going to be €820 for it, Grum. Wow, for the built up, the new Kagama, the limited edition. It's a lot of money for a Corrali, that is. And you know, it is very nice. Oh, there it is. I'm not denying one bit that it's, it is worth it. Definitely. Um, Bro, I need to change the bait now, Rob. The fish is coming vegan. So that we're not biting. Not biting today, Grum. Not biting. Too chill. I've got over it. Right. Now we're going to get somewhere. Now we are going to get somewhere. Um, Tiana, I'm going to the Boogie and Truggy Bash. Cool. Not sure how, but cool. Allard, is it near Saundersfoot? Yeah, possibly. It's down that way somewhere, isn't it? Price is okay. Getting one, not so much. Root Rider, I'm going to be there, I'm pretty sure. Oh, nice one, Root Rider. Be nice to see you again down there. Looks like me and Allard are going to be there. But I'm guessing, with it being Buggy and Truggy, I won't be allowed to bring the X-Max and Crash and Bash Barry. He'll wipe people out, won't he? I might get shouted at if I bought Crash and Bash Barry down there. I don't think they'd be too happy, would they? What's that for? That's worrying me. It's on that one as well. What's that for? So this is the old box, which is exactly the same shape and design as the new box. It's just the new one is made out of a sort of PPU flexible mix. But there's this bit on the side, which is clearly for something, and I've had something screwed into it, but I don't know what. I'm sure I'll find out. I'll keep going, and I'm sure whatever it is, it'll show me. And then I'll be like, oh, damn, I need to take everything apart again. Mm. Tiana, I go to every RC event that happens. Everywhere. Oh, God. Hov. Hey, Hov. I don't know who Hov is, but hello, mate. I have no idea what that says. But I appreciate you being here and leaving a comment. Um, Alad, my son, is shouting at the phone saying, Craig, why aren't you listening to me? I'm sorry, sir. Sorry, mate. What is it? Go on, tell me what you asking. Say it. I'm listening. Yeah. Your dad will get you one. Alad, you probably could build a Kagama as strong as that, cheaper, with the Eric van Rivenstein parts. Yeah, probably, mate. Probably. I know when Mark done the parts from that Eric were awesome. They were awesome. Ron, be right back. Cool, mate. Alad, have no fear. I understand perfectly. Right, I'm pretty annoyed with Corelli, to be honest. It stinks of cash in. Yep. Yeah, they give us a new model soon. Preferably a desert truck. Yeah, mate. I know. I got annoyed with them with that stupid synchro that they hyped up as, oh, it's a new release, and it just wasn't. And then yeah, now I agree with you. It is just it's the same truck. They've just put upgrades on it and went, it's new. It's not new. Yeah, I don't know what's up with Corelli at the minute. I don't know what's wrong with them. Right, does that one go there? Yes, I think it does. So I'm going to be there too. Okay, you can try and be there. That's not a problem. I'm sure people would like you to be there. Um, if I put these in now, I'm going to struggle, aren't I, to get that brace in? Because it's a stupid design that I've got here. This Max 5 makes these really tight with this brace. So I may possibly have to put this brace in with this already on it, like that. And then the same on that one. So that needs to be on there, like that. And then they can go in. Because this brace locks into this like opening there. The brace sits in. And when they're standard, you can just flex them and pull them out. But because it sits so tight against the ESC, um, I know from doing this previously, you can't get the brace in. And if you can see there now, as I've pushed it in, the brace is touching both sides of the ESC. Whereas on the back there'll be nothing there, so you'll be able to flex these in a bit. But on the front edge there, no chance. No chance. Um, Rider. Eric needs to do a proper shop, or mine will be built with CRCU parts. That's the only thing that lets him down. Because I think everything is Facebook, isn't it? Or I'm sure you could do Instagram and that, but yeah, a proper shop would be the way. That would definitely be the way for him. Because his parts are good enough. I think he'd do very well. Very well. Alid, you need an F1 body for your X-Max for Crash and Bash Barry. That would be ace, mate. I do like F1 as well, so that would be ace. An F1 body job. I nearly then turned to have a look at my X-Max to sort of gauge the size and the look, and then remembered it's here. This is my X-Max. Ah, Tiana, who wants an XRT? Tiana, you keep promising these things that you're going to give away. It's going to end up costing you money. Because that is no affiliation with me. I will send people to you and your inheritance, and you can pay for them. Somebody will put a claim in. Me, I might put a claim in. She can get me one. Um, there we go. Wretched these in. Good old battery clips. I do like these. Thierry, good evening here, France. Hello, France. Hello, Thierry. Thank you for coming, mate. Much appreciated. I do hope you are well. Rider, that's Greek from Hov. Oh, is it? I don't speak Greek, but it's very welcome. I've been to Greece. They do excellent food. Loved it. I basically lived on souvlaki, I'm sure it was called, which is just lamb. It was delicious. Right, let's screw those battery trays in, which I think will be 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we can always change them after, can't we, if it's not them? Ballard, when is my car going to be fixed? Your RC car? Bring it here. As soon as I have it, I will start working on it. But at the moment, nobody's seen you. But yeah, as soon as I have it, I will work on it. Yeah, I translated Hov's comment. It said, "How is it, Father?" Yeah, we're good. We're good. It's going well. Added Armour are sort of doing the same. Doing the same with what? The EXP thing. They release one car and then release 12 different versions of the same car. I mean, I get that they're all companies, aren't they? They've all got to earn money. That's just how it is. Bonjour, Thierry. Yes, Rook Rider. I know what's wrong with them. The success of the 2020 onwards Basher line have made them feel like Traxxas and Armour. Yes, they think they're up there with the big boys now. When they came in, they had some very cool stuff. Um, Obviously, some of it wasn't perfect, but the Isuga, the Kagama, they are excellent cars. In fact, I've got the bits to fix the Isuga. Might do that in tomorrow's live stream. See how far we get with this. Right, have I got short little screws for in here? Is that them? Could be. Should have 4 of these. Or is it the longer ones? British Bulldog, hi mate. Thank you for joining in. Do you fix nitro, dude? Can do, yeah. Yeah, I've worked on plenty of nitros. Gary's doing very well. Um, yeah, Alan, yeah, technically you, as you're giving your car to your son. He'll love that. That little WL Toys. Okay, let me put my power switch back in there. In my little 3D mounted box. There we go. Put that back in. Right, is that the chassis redone? I think it might be. Yeah, ESC's in, battery trays are in. That is ready to go. So if we get the front end on this can then be put down and then we'll get the rear end up and do the bulkhead. I did do a little bit already off camera. I've got the skid plates put together because it's a bit of a faff. It's a bit of a faff putting new skid plates on because I have this GPM bash bar and it wasn't very fun to watch me standing there just drilling holes and then super gluing bits in. So that's how it goes in. If you've never seen the inside of these bash bars, it's like a metal plate on either end, and that just screws through into the metal plate. And I super glue these into place onto the skid plates. Stops them moving around. Yeah, new skid plates, front and rear. I think they weren't. Oh no, the front one did have a little crack in it, but the rear one was okay. But I thought, well, if you're changing one, you may as well change them both, aren't you? May as well change them both. Tidy that cable into there. Yeah. That's nicely down now. That's in there. Right, let's put the front on. British Bulldog, what are you fixing now? This is the X-Max, the big boy. Here's a bit more of it. And we're literally just going to click that onto there. And that is how easy the front end goes on. I mean, they're not. Some people will say the X-Max is easier to work on, or Traxxas is easier to work on than Armour, but I don't think it is. And now I like my X-Max and I like my Traxxases, but working on the more traditional layout cars, where you've got a front clip and a rear clip and a centre diff section, it's definitely easier on the likes of Armour, Habeo, the race trucks. They're all the same layout, which makes your life a lot easier. Whereas the Traxxas stuff, the X-Max and the Max especially, seems to be like a modular thing where you take out 8 or 9 screws and like the whole front end comes off. They're strong, it makes them super strong, but if you haven't done it before, it can be a quite daunting task. It's quite easy to look at it and just think, nah, I don't want to do that. Bit of a nightmare. Zach, hello Zach. What's good for an Amazon or RC car? MJX stuff is pretty good. MJX or HBX, the smaller scale stuff, are good little things to get going. Bish Bash Posh. I like your name. Hello, I'm James and I'm new to the channel. How are you, buddy? Hello, James. Thank you for joining us. I do like your name. Yeah, we're good, mate. How are you? How's your weekend going? Thank you for joining. Thank you for stopping by and saying hello to us on the channel. Do you do RC cars? Do you like RC cars? Because basically my channel is just RC bashing, where I go out, I beat the cars up a bit, we have a bit of a laugh, and then I do live streams of putting them all back together. Thierry, I have X-Max Ultimate and Max Slash. Very good cars, Thierry. Very good. James, Biff Bash. You do RC racing. You race Mugen with a Reds engine, mate. Nice. Nice. So where are you from then, James? If you're racing with them. We're UK. Wales, I am, in the UK. We've got people from everywhere. Thierry's from France. We had somebody in from Greece. Yeah, I don't do racing as such. I mean, when we meet up, we've got a track area that we go and play in, uh, and we'll have races, but I wouldn't class myself as a racer. I think they're very different. Doing races and being a racer are different things altogether. Oh, you're from Peterborough? Local track. Hertz RC models. Hertz. Is that the one where Tomley's been recently? There's like an on-road track and then a Astro area bit. Grum, hey Grum, you're back. And Grey Alien. Grey Alien? Yeah. What are you fixing, lad? This is my X-Max. And it's just had a new chassis. So I've just been putting everything back on the chassis. We're now just putting the front end back on it. And then I'm going to get the rear end up, which is here, ready to go. This is having a new bulkhead. So all this is going to be stripped. New bulkhead. And then this is all going back together. Oh no, as well, I've got GPM gears for the centre diff. So all that's got to come out. I don't know how much of it is going to be done today, but we'll see. We'll see how far we get. It may take a few live streams to get all of this done. Grum just turned all my Corrales two-wheel drive. Are they worth more now, Grum? They're worth more. Bish Bash. Yes, we've got a dirt track and an Astro track. Yeah, I thought I'd seen it. I do remember seeing it on YouTube. Ray Alien sounds like a plan. Godspeed. If you like RC cars, mate, and you want to see it in action, make sure you hit the subscribe button. I'm still on my road to 1,000, not far away. I also extremely love a YouTuber called Kevin Talbot. Yeah, we all know. Well, we know of Kev. See his videos. He does some mad stuff. Mad stuff. But yeah, if you subscribe to this channel and then have a look at some of my videos and shorts, I will happily send cars big. Mad as a Kev lives near me. No way. That's ace. It will be down that way actually soon. Very soon. Bish Bash. How long have you been doing RC then? A long time. I started RC car playing around when I was about 8 years old. When my dad bought me a Tamiya, one of the Porsche 959 Tamiyas, the 1/12 scale. He bought me one of them, and I've been hooked ever since. I've had nitro ones, I've had two-stroke ones, I've got massive brushless ones now. In fact, everything I've got now is brushless. But I am looking at getting a two-stroker as well, possibly. Because why not? Because why not? Right, I need two of these in. Grum Isle Man. Oh, that's a yes. He takes his cars up Sandy Hill at the back of my house. Ace. Ace. Bish bash. I've been doing it since I was 12. I'm 30 now. I think once you're into RC cars, it's something that you'll always have a little bit of love for. Whether you've always got the time for it is another matter. But you might drift away from it, and then you'll always come back. RCs get to in your blood. And yeah, I'm 42. I know I don't look it. I look much older. I had a really tough paper round. Mad as it. I've been doing it since I was 10. I'm 56 now. See? You're in it for life with RC cars. In it for life. When my kids were much smaller, I did have a few years where I didn't play with them. I had one. I had a Thunder Tiger E. Well, I can't remember what it was now. An E something EB. Can't remember, but it was the sort of rallycross style Pajero thing. And that sat around for ages, just doing nothing. As I was busy with life and kids growing up, but now they're a bit older and I'm a bit older. I've got more time for it now, so started a YouTube channel. Why not? Have a go in it. Have a go. Bring people along. Keeps me busy. Right. Got that in. Got that in. Got them in. Got them in. Oh, connect steering. That's what I need to do. Connect the steering. Like that. Uh, is it that slightly longer one? Man, I'm a Kyosho guy too. Kyosho makes some lovely stuff. They really do. Yo-Yo Anderson. Bish Bash had the Kyosho MP10. Yeah, epic. See, it's one I've not got like a proper race buggy. I'm thinking I might need to get one. I might need to get a proper race buggy. It's not something that I have, but it is definitely something I would like. Trying to now work out what screw this one. Madaz has had Infernos, Yo-Yo. What happened? I snapped a chassis on the X-Max, so hey. New chassis, new rear bulkhead, new GPM gears, new skid plates. Oh yes, Salad, I do have an 8S Suga. Off-road boys. I finally found someone that does the same thing as me on lives. Excellent off-road boys. Then make sure you subscribe because I do this quite a bit, and I do all videos and shorts, and I will be able to check you out then. Off-road boys. Check out your channel. Yeah, this is what I do on my lives. Put my cars back together, take them apart. There we go. Steering is now connected. So there should be a couple to put in from the bottom. Oh, they'll go in on the skid plate. So I believe for now, that is the front end as done as I can get it. The Max 5's back in, still those in. That's all connected, all the screws are in. So we will swap this bit of it for this bit of it. Yes, Alan, yeah, my 8S Asuga, I forgot about that. And if I've got the parts to fix the Asuga, I am going to get that going. Yo-Yo, I'm going to get a Tractor Ultimate Edition. Yeah. In what? The X-Max Ultimate or the XRT Ultimate? To be honest, right, you don't have to get the Ultimate Edition. There's a couple of things that are decent on it, but it's not a necessity. There's even the standard XRT and X Max with that little bit of just extra hardened gears, captured hinge pins, things like that. Uh, they're all right and they work out cheaper than the Ultimate, unless you can find a good deal on one of the Ultimates. Alan, how many wood screws are in your X Max? Enough, enough. The wood screws in plastic, mate, they hold better than these. And look, there's no the thread on them. It's tiny. So when you put a wood screw in with big chunky threads, it bites better. And if you don't believe me, go and watch Thunder RC's videos with his Ultimate Built X-Max. He's replaced every screw in that with wood screws. And if it's good enough for Thunder, it's good enough for me. Off-Road Boys. Yes, sir, I subscribed. Thank you very much, mate. X-Max, yes. My X-Max. Not standard. Big motor, max 5, mod 1.5 gearing. It gets sent. Massive, massive sends all the time. Why not? Off-Road Boys, yeah, that's definitely an X-Max. I want one so much, mate. They're great. They are great, but don't buy into this. Oh, an X-Max is the most durable, best thing ever. It isn't. I've got two Maxes as well. They're like 1/10 scale Max, wide Max and standard narrow Max. They are by far more durable than the X Max, but the X Max is more fun. It is brilliant, the X Max. And if you're not being an idiot with it, they are very durable. But I'm an idiot with it, so yeah. Uh, Anderson Slash. Oh, the Slash. Yeah, very good. Slash. I get what you did above there, then with the slash. Yeah, I get it now. Sorry, I was a bit slow. Um, Off-Road Boys. You've got a 10-year plus Tractor Slash. Same. I've actually got one of the original Rush XL5 two-wheel drive slashes, the high centre of gravity ones. I love it. It's a great car. Great car. I've subbed to you, Off-Road Boys. Channel's the same as mine. Gotta put the minions out. Yeah, we all help each other out. If we all subscribe to each other, it all helps. Definitely, definitely. Matt, he's got some X Max for sale in Manchester. I'll be in Manchester next month. My daughter's coming to the Co-op arena there. Not to perform, she's going to watch. Bish Bash. Apparently, electric is faster than nitro. It is. It is faster than nitro. Definitely. But electric doesn't have that noise, the smell, the passion that nitro brings you. There's no replacement for an engine. None. None whatsoever. Nathan, I've got some pennies in my purse. I'm currently watching a second-hand X-Max for £400. You and Chris will be the death of me. Mate, if you can get an X-Max for 400 quid, buy it. Buy it. Definitely. Bish bash. Yes, as it will take half an hour. To get a nitro up and running and tuned in, yeah, there is that as well, Alan. You sit there forever pulling on them. But when they run, if you could guarantee me that you go out with a nitro and it's going to run as long as you want it to run faultlessly, but obviously it's not going to be as quick as brushless, I would swap the X-Max for a 100% reliable nitro every time. But you just can't guarantee that with a nitro. Uh, so you have too many. Two maxes you have not for sale. I've got two maxes. I don't need any more of them. Why don't you keep your eyes to yourself? Slash isn't a patch on an X Max. Well, no, I mean they're different. In fact, I done a video. If you look through my videos, I done a video where I went out with the X Max and with the two-wheel drive Slash. And the idea of the video was, does more expensive mean more fun? And I've come to the conclusion that no, more expensive doesn't mean you're going to have more fun, but more expensive does mean more better. So the X Max will do bigger, faster, more impressive things, but do I have more fun with the X Max than I do the two-wheel drive Slash? I'm not sure I do. You've just got to be in the right situation for it. Where I go to the pump track, when it's dry especially, you can slide the rear end around on the two-wheel drive Slash, and the feeling you get from it, the satisfaction of linking some turns together, is brilliant. Even though you're not going fast and you're not jumping big, it's still fun. No. Is it as impressive as an X Max? No, definitely not. But can you have just as much fun with it? Yeah. If you put it in the right situation, I think you can. I do think you can. Matt, the combustion engine is dead. Yeah, pretty much. For performance, electric's always going to be better for performance. There's no rev up, is there, with electric? It's you flick a switch, bang, it's on. All of your power comes at no RPM with maximum torque. But they just don't have the same soul. Actually, this week I've been driving round in a Audi S4, not mine. It's actually my mum's, and she's got like a full stainless steel exhaust on it and 4.2 litre V8. There's just something satisfying about the rumble and the noise of a V8, which you'll never get that with an electric car. Never. But an electric would be faster and more economical. But if you're true petrol head and car lover, there's just something satisfying about engines. But yeah, I remember when I had nitros. I had a Revo with a Pico race engine in it. Yeah. And two-speed gearbox as well. So when you ripped it along and it revved, it would change gear. It sounded awesome. And then I got a two-wheel drive brushless Rustler, and on 3S that thing would do like 70 miles an hour. You could get it up to 50, then punch the throttle, and it'd pop wheelies. Mental! It was so much quicker than the Nitro. Mad, madness. Right, of course, when I have done all this, I've got some gear issues in here, I think, but I've got coming GPM gears for inside there as well. Oh, I think I've missed a bit, sorry. I waffled on a bit then about engines. Sorry about that. Sorry, Alan, my phone Jeeps auto correcting. I think he means keeps. But yeah, point proven, I suppose, Nath. Oh, you Nathan, anyway. Sorry, I didn't even say hello to you, mate. Uh, Gingerbread Boy, I missed your comment as well. Yeah, I've missed a lot of comments, sorry. Hello, Gingerbread Boy. Yeah, you were having fun when parts start breaking, definitely. Yo-Yo Anderson, you're going to get the four-wheel drive Slash. I had one of them as well. They're good, four-wheel drive Slashes. I've basically RPM'd mine everywhere. RPM arms, metal hubs, RPM bumpers, and the thing was almost unbreakable. You would have to be doing something monumentally stupid to break it. And I mean, I did a couple of times. Yeah, Slashes are great platforms, they really are. There's nothing wrong with a Traxxas Slash. Right, we'll move them out of the way. Oh, right, let me get my tea here, and I'll pour a tea and I'll catch up with some comments. Right, where did I get to? Where did I get to? Rut Rider. I had a Nitro for years and years, and you know what? I felt at the end the engine sound is a lie. They sound like trimmers and not engines. Yeah, they're high revving. They scream. They're a screamy little engine. I'd still love another Nitro, but John Fieldhouse has been looking at that as well, Nathan. Oh, if he's looking at it, quick buy it before he does. Matt, have some what? I might still have some. Oh, I think he's on about cars. Rut Rider, my RC10 GT started every time I asked it to for over 5 years. So they can be good. Oh, fair play. You've done well. Mine didn't always start. Really done my head in. Really done my head in. Well, Nathan, well, I've got an SSTE because of you and Chris. Good, they're good cars. Then I fixed my Savage because of Chris. And now all I see is X-Max videos on my feed. I'm like a 42-year-old Pokemon catcher. Gotta catch 'em all. You gotta catch 'em all. Well, I'll be adding another couple to my collection soon. Pokemon are easy to catch. Just got a curveball them. I better fill my purse quicker. When you learn to drive an X-Max, it's not that expensive. Don't get it wet. Sort the shocks. Don't overgear it. X-Max is my favourite. Yeah, I mean, I drive mine perfectly well and land it, and I don't crash it too often. But when you jump in them big, it's inevitable that stuff works its way loose, stuff wears out. When I first got mine, the bulkheads were so worn that the diffs were sloppy in them, and I'd smashed so many diffs, it was unreal. Alan. Nathan, what you need is an X-Max with a ride-on kid's toy on top. Yeah, Crash and Bash Barry. Nathan, no, because I would sit in it and hurt myself. B4, S4, I've had one. I'm a mechanic. Once the battery technology catches up. Yeah, oh yeah, the batteries are quicker and better, but yeah, it is a B7 S4, yeah, 4.21. 60 miles per hour. Matt, where are you? Where in the UK are you? Wales, mate. West Wales. Near Aberystwyth area. Nathan, I know when I'm not wanted, Craig. Oh, no, sorry, mate. I just didn't see you come in. I've said hello now. Have you checked the bearing in the bulkhead on the centre prop? Yeah, I've done all that. I've changed the bulkhead. The bulkhead was worn. It was that old. It had that much use that I bought a new bulkhead, and it was fine. And then this bulkhead has actually got a crack in it, so I've got a new one again. That's what I am trying to do, but I get sidetracked chatting to you lovely people. Doing wrenching. Whoops. Your tea shot out then. Doing wrenching while live. Half an hour job can take 2 hours because I stand here just chatting and drinking tea. I love it. It's great. Uh, Tougher than an X-Max. What, the Slash? Can be. You can build them. Off-road boys, I'm back. Welcome back. Bish, bash, posh. My comments keep disappearing, do they? Don't know why, mate. Don't know why. Yeah, man, EVs are going to kick internal combustion engines backside. Solid-state batteries will give ranges of over 1,000 miles. Yeah, definitely. I absolutely don't disagree. Yeah, Nate, that comment didn't disappear. Let me see if I can see why your comments are disappearing, because they shouldn't be. I don't think anyone's doing anything. Don't think anyone is doing anything. Bring you up on my channel. There. Yeah, nothing's been held in review for your comments. Let me move that up. Matt, I took 2 X-Maxes on the beach at Rill. I think about 300 each. It cost me to repair. Never again. Yeah. I've not put my no, I have. I have put my X-Max on the beach, but not often. Not often. It's okay. That's part of the hobby. Yeah, it is part of the hobby. Waffle and chat. Right. I've refreshed on tea. We'll carry on stripping this bulkhead. Get the motor and everything off. Get the new bulkhead put back together and put back on the car. And then that'll be that. Try and get a wriggle on now and make progress. Make it look like I've actually done something. Rather than just standing there chatting. Of course, I still will chat. I need to just keep looking. I'm taking my SSTE to the beach tomorrow. I'm thinking that may not be a good idea. It's always a good idea while you're there doing it and you think, this is amazing, it's great fun. And then you get home and you're like, why did I do that? I regret my life choices. Seal your tyres, definitely. Make sure they're glued. Tape the vent holes on the inside. Seal up your tyres if you're going on the beach. Try and stay on the dry sand, not wet sand. Definitely don't try and run it through any dreamy bits. So, because it looks cool when you splash, you do not want to have it in salt water. Definitely not. That's a bad idea. But in the dry sand, it is very cool, and you can find somewhere to jump and land in the sand. Great. I mean, just have fun in it. There's always parts available. Parts are always available. I'm gonna take this motor out. Yeah, yo, Nathan, just be careful. Yeah, that's it. Just be careful with it. Take your time. Enjoy. And make sure you clean it afterwards. Don't be shy with rinsing it off with like fresh water in a hose pipe or in your shower at home. Yeah, Rut Rider, pick it up and shake the sand out every time it comes near you. Yes, it will fill with sand, it will get heavy. Oh, state of it there. Oh, good God. Beast of a motor this is. Very happy with it. And I've got it geared as low as I can possibly gear that. And it's still rapid. It's still absolutely rapid. Put that there. And we shall continue to dig into this. Oh yeah, gears in the centre diff. That's what I need. Don't forget sun cream. Yeah, Grum, don't forget sun cream. It's sand packing tight up against bearings and smooth surfaces that makes the wear happen. Yes. Yeah. Well, I mean, we all know what sandpaper does, don't we? Yeah, salt water into your electrics isn't good either. Yo. Salt water on anything metal, even the plastics, it will degrade it. But the bearings and things like that, it's just awful. Take a brush with me then, yeah. And if you can, when you're finished, take the wheels off it and give it a good brush down, and even a hose pipe or run under a tap or anything. But you want to get the saltiness off it as soon as possible. But running at the beach is brilliant. You will create a little bit more heat, and your batteries will probably wear out a little bit faster than you're expecting them to, just because the sand creates more drag, especially dry, sort of soft sand. In fact, I've had the Hebeo on the beach. I've had the Maxes on the beach. I have had the X Max on the beach. The only one I've not had on the beach as yet is the Talion. And I say as yet because I probably will at some point. Will be somewhere, and I just dropped a bearing. Okay, I think I can see it. Where's my gripper? Here it is. Marvellous thing. There we go. Marvellous. So we've redone all my cush drives, so we don't need to do that again. We've done that on a recent live stream. So all that is good. Again, these Mod 1.5 gears, these were cheap from AliExpress. So cheap that I bought 2 sets of them, thinking they'd be crap. They are excellent. And they were like a tenner or something daft. Really good gears, really good. Right, I want to get them, if I can. I've got these metal inserts, yeah, in the chassis. I want them. Ugh, come on, out you come. Definitely 100%. Oh, want them. They're going in the new bulkhead. Wow, that one was in tight, but we got it. And there we go, that was out too. While it's upside down, we may as well whip this up. I always take my tools and the good old GT85 everywhere I go. Yeah, as Grum says, absolutely soak it in GT85 now if you can, if you go in tomorrow. So it all dries in and it's not sticky. That's what I've done with this. Hence why now this. I mean, this has been drying now for a couple of days. But I don't know if you'll see how shiny that is. But it's not slimy or sticky anymore. And inside it, it's like new because it's been hosed off, brushed, cleaned, sprayed with a degreaser, and then covered in like a lubricant spray and then let dry. And now it'll, when it goes out and gets dirty again, it'll be just a hose pipe and it'll come clean. Things won't stick to it as easy. Okay, take them out. Oh, there's a little bit of a bend in that. I have to put that one back in the other way. That one's straight, but oh, a tiny bend in that. I don't know if you can see that on the camera. It's only very slight. Does anyone here know about RC boats? When they're on top of the water, they're working. If they're under the water, that's not good. That's about my limit on boats. I'm sorry, Nathan. I've given it a posh wash today after the dust bath it had. Yeah, I'm getting good at this, Bash. Not breaking, washing and repeating. Good. Grum, do you wipe the excess off or just spray and leave it? Mate, I spray it and leave it. If I'm not using it, I'll spray it and just leave it for days to soak in if it has to. If I want to run it like the next day, I'll spray it, leave it for a few hours, and then go over it with one of these blue cloths. And just wipe it through with all that. But if, like the Talion, that's not been used since I'd done the video at the pump track with all the dust. So that's just been cleaned, sprayed, and I've just left it and let it all soak in. I mean, that might be the complete wrong thing to do, but that's what I do. That's what I do. Yo, yo. Good answer. I know nothing about boats, I'm sorry. I know nothing. Hey, you've only run it twice. Ah, you'll run it. I like the Hebeo. In fact, I might. What am I doing tomorrow? I might take the Hebeo out tomorrow. It's not been out for a while. What I was going to do is, do you know the drift video I done with my drifting for free? I've still got those tyres. In fact, I've probably got enough blown tyres to make another set of them. I was going to stick them on the Talion and take the Talion drifting and do the same thing. But see, because the Talion has got the armor stability management thing in it, and it'd be on 6S. The first drifting that I'd done was 4S with the Hebeo. So I'm thinking I might go 6S drifting with the gyro. And see how that does. See if the gyro turns me even more of a drift god. I did like that drifting, it was good. It was good fun. Yo, you should get one. A boat? I haven't really got any lakes or ponds to run in round here. That's the only problem. I've got the river, but I don't want the river to take it. It's almost summer as well, yeah. Rut Rider Myasuga is still squeaking from Netherton. Yeah, that place was very dusty as well. That was very dusty. Although I do think my pump track the other day was dustier. Even with just my one car there, I could only run round at the pump track for, 2 or 3 minutes and then I had to stop, let the dust settle. In the end, I left through guilt, as I could hear kids at the park complaining that the dust was blowing over. And what I don't want, of course, is somebody to put in an official complaint and then signs go up. So I'm not allowed to play with my RC cars at the track. That would upset me because I like going to that track. Right. So there's a couple of chip teeth on this, but I've ran worse, to be honest. Can we get you to see this if you can? I don't know. So just here, there's a couple of chip teeth. Really, it's not that bad. As I said, I've definitely ran worse. I still want an SSTE, but I want something more. Oh, what do you want more? More than an SSTE? Right. In here, I'm sure I've got problems. Sure I have. But I'm hoping I've got the solution too. There's definitely some chipping going on. Right, I'm sure this had a crack in it as well. Yeah, it did. It does have a crack in it. Right there. Again, I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but it's right here on this seam. There's a crack. So that in the bin. In the bin. You can get self-righting RC boats. I have seen them. I have seen the self-righting RC boats. I don't know if I can trust myself with them. We'll see how I get on with the drone in a couple of weeks. So, new bulkhead and new GPM internal gears for this centre dip. Oh dear, sorry. Grum, you want a short course truck? Yeah, short course trucks are cool as. Oh, even at the top part of the bulkhead as well. Bonus, I didn't know I was getting that. I didn't know. What RC are you working on? This? That down there is an X-Max. This is bits of an X-Max. And that's the motor that goes in my X-Max. Traxxas X-Max at the moment is what I'm working on. This is the rear bulkhead. And what I'm going to do before we go much further Well, there's bits everywhere, but it's sort of organised chaos. First thing, I'm going to drink some tea. And then I am going to take this apart. So we'll put that over there, like that, with that bearing as well, so we don't lose it. And now I'm going to empty this. This is loose, aren't they? They are loose. Right, let's pull this out. Hey, oof, yeah. Oh, oh. Well, that's not very good, is it? That looks like it's been pulling or melting. Ah. Well, I'm just going to mostly pack it with earplugs anyway for the centre diff. But yeah, I think in here, this is where all my horrible, crunchy, nasty noises are coming from. I think. Shall we open up these GPM ones and have a look at these? Because twice now I've killed internal gears on this centre diff. So hopefully no more killing internal gears. Okay, so they don't send the bar. God, they're heavy. Yeah, these look decent. Yeah, there we go. So if this camera can pick that up. There we go. Nice gears. It is quite nice, the GPM stuff. They've come a long way, haven't they? Fair play to them. And they even send me shims. How many's in there? Well, quite a few actually. Loads of shims. Why? Why? Why so many? There's me saying, oh, it's nice stuff. Well, if it's machined that well, why do I need all of them? We'll see. We will see. The Hebeo SCT8 should be back in stock soon, Grum. Want one more than the 110 version. Yeah, the 10 one is cool. Techno. The Techno one is epic. I really like that Techno one. It's very nice. Ugh. Ugh. Gross. Yeah, well, that's still in good nick, so that's okay. That is the old one, isn't it? So we'll put that over there for the bin too. You look, yeah, yeah, 400 quid for that kit, Alan. It's a nice kit. Do you know these aren't chewing up? Do you know what the horrible noise was? I think, because again, when I took the screws out of this, they were loose. I think this is just pulled open. And this has just been lightly spinning because they're not even that badly chewed. Well, they're not chewed. Oh, well, they've got GPM ones now. It'd be crazy of me to get this far and not put them in. Yeah, there's a shim in there. Is that the same size as what GPM have sent me? Kind of, yeah. Yeah, so we'll put a couple of those in, I think, on each end. And then if they're a little bit tight, then they'll bed in, won't they? That's what I'm convincing myself of. Oh, you're looking at a 10th scale one, Grum. 10th scale short course truck. Do you know, this morning I was looking at a short course truck, thinking, oh, shall I? Just as like a little topper. I was looking at the Mojave Grom. I've not got like a small scale decent basher like that. I've got the HBX, but I've not got like a mini from Traxxas or Armour. And the Groms do seem to be very good. So I was thinking, when I go and get my new bigger truck, do I do I just treat myself to a little Grom as well? A little Mojave Grom. Because when I was buying my Hibeo, I actually wanted to buy a 4S Mojave, but they weren't in stock anywhere. And because I'm impatient and I hate waiting, I didn't want to wait for it to come back into stock. So I bought a Hibeo instead. And I don't regret it because I think the Hibeo is fantastic. Traxxas Minimax, yeah. When they first came out, I did think I definitely want a Minimax because I've got the X Max, I've got two Maxes, so it's kind of the obvious thing to get a Minimax. But I have got not a lot, but I've got enough Traxxases, I think. And I want to start getting some other stuff. I've only got one Armour, so I would quite happily go out and get the little Mojave Grom. Any techno retailers in the UK? SC Models. SC Models is good. I buy from SC Models all the time. Well, not all the time, but regularly. Quite a lot of the time, they've got stock in that other shops haven't. So, yeah, I go there. Let's all rebuild a centre, dear, bit by bit. I'll get it all back together. Well, I think the front diff in the X Max is chewed up. I know it had lost a few teeth previously, and I carried on running it, and it carried on making a horrible noise. But then it started making a noise like the centre diff was gone. But looking at the rear diff there, and I have got GPM ones coming for this and for the front and for this. I've got the GPM bits coming. So I was just checking the bearing then, sorry. Yeah, I'm wondering if I might actually be able to run the X-Max. Just ignore that the front end is crunching. Or I'll remove the front diff out of the X-Max and then it's a brand new rear wheel drive platform. I'm not biting, I'm not biting. For those that don't know what I'm on about, I had a bit of a moan and a whinge about the Pirelli Synchro 2 because I think it's ridiculous. And I went on a bit of a rant about it. So I might turn my X-Max into a brand new rear-wheel drive, all exciting platform. The Groms are awesome, but they're limited for using non-armor things. All right. Get an armor infraction. Now, I did look at one of those as well. And if you want something a little bit smaller than an armor infraction, there's the Hypergo on-road Quantum Flux R. Yeah, they're good cars. Matt, have I got a Creighton? No, I haven't got a Creighton. The only armor I've got is that Italian. Well, it's Italian XL. That's on a scorched Mojave chassis, so it's a longer than Italian. It's the same length as the Mojave. Um, it's probably actually very similar now to a Creighton, arms wise. Yeah, Rut Rider laughing at me. Yeah, you know what I mean, don't you? You can all laugh. You know I'm right. You don't think much of the Typhon brushed version either. Who? Grum? I wouldn't get a brushed one. It'd be brushless. It doesn't seem to sit down as far as the other one. Let's have a dry run with no gasket. Maybe. Maybe. Have you guys seen the MT10? Yes. The MT10 is an absolute unit. Highly recommend an MT10. That doesn't seem to have pulled down very well. I'm not convinced about this. Let me drive shaft. Here it is. Oh no, okay. Yeah, I know I put this together dry before anyone points that out. I'm just testing. Just testing. I heard Corelli are bringing out a brushed version of the Synchro 2. Probably. That wouldn't surprise me. It's probably got a pull back and go motor in it. Matt, I've got an 8S EXP. It's got nearly 4K in it. It's mental. It's frightening to use, yeah. The X Max is quite scary when they're coming at you with these big motors and the big gearing and Max 5 ESCs. They can be quite terrifying when they're flying at your head. MT10 is a tank, yes. Just like a Minimax. The Minimax, the dips let them down, don't they? But apart from that, they're good. Come get out. There is no need for you to tell us this news about Corelli. And a 6S Creighton that both run 8S if you're brave enough. And the tyres stay on. Tyres are my biggest problem with the 6S cars. I just blow them up. Yeah, Craig thought it might have been an April Fool about the Typhon brushed. I did. I did. I was like, really? They're not going to do that? But they have. Yeah. But surely that's an April Fool's joke. But no, they actually released it. Yeah, they actually went and released it, which I was very shocked about. But I'm sure it will sell in big numbers. And it's ready to be upgraded then, I suppose, isn't it? No, do not. I'm going to leave two in there. I was toying with the idea of taking one of those shims out, but I don't think I will. I am going to put a couple on there though as well. I was going to put one on there. There's already one on the rubber. Like so, yeah, I mean, who would have thought that Armour would release a 1/8 scale brushed version of a car that's got a million versions already? Not that there's nothing wrong with the Typhon. I would quite like a Typhon myself. I'd like all the RC cars I like. All of them. Brayton. Yeah, yeah. I knew what you meant, Matt. Don't worry. I knew what you meant. Um, got the MT8, want the MT10. Just got an OT. It's the competition. Yeah, he's not even joking, Alan. Crum. I did tell Alan, no, I think that's um, an April Fool's joke. I mean, they released it on the 1st of April. That's when I saw it anyway. Saw it being posted around on the 1st of April, along with the 6x6 Tamiya and the Traxxas motorbike. And then I saw the brushed Typhon 8 scale and was like, surely they're having a laugh. Yo yo. The ESC can take. What ESC? Mine? I run mine on 8S, but the Max 5, which is in mine, I think they can take 12S. But I don't run it on 12S. Because I try and keep all the spinny, geary bits inside the gearbox and inside the diff. Because to run them on 12S, things might get a bit crazy. And I'm all up for a bit of crazy, but I've had to gear down my X-Max because of this TP power motor that's in it, and the mod 1.5 gearing. When I first put it in on the gearing that people were saying run, like, oh yeah, they've run 25, 35 on the mod 1.5s. Put that in it, and the thing was doing about 65 miles an hour. Nuts. I don't need my X-Max to go that fast. That's too fast. I want it to be a basher. It's not a speed car. Right, silicon earplug time for this. Nothing too special or fancy. Good old silicon earplugs. PD Racing have got some good stuff now. Yeah, they have. I like the PD Racing stuff. Tiana, subscribe to Craig's Crash and Bash for a shout out. Yeah, why not? If you're here and watching, hit the subscribe button. And the like, apparently that helps as well if you can like the live stream. Mine has the XLX2 combo, 1100 kV and 11,000 milliamp gens ace, mate. Powerful system, very powerful system. Yeah, it's a crazy combo. On what though? I think that was on his 8S Triton, if he said. But Ryder, we need boring brush stuff so kids too young to handle the LiFo can learn. Oh yeah, no, I get that. Absolutely get that. That's where the Groms come in though, and that's why I was kind of thinking of buying the Grom. So when I'm out with the X-Max and the Italian, and the kids that say, "Can I have a go?" and I'm like, I don't really want to hand them a 50-mile-an-hour X-Max. But I would hand them a Harvey Grom and be like, yeah, here you go. Go crazy. I mean, that is what my um what's it called? The FTX Tracer, but I've got the copy version of it that was brushless and come with all the bits. My 8S runs Castle and my two 6S Creightons have max 6 combos. You're like me, you overpower everything. All things will end. Hello. Need that TLR Typhon. The TLR Typhon is a good bit of kit. I've never owned one, but I've seen plenty of them when we're out and about other people's. In fact, there's a couple of videos of mine where I'm actually out bashing with them. Lads that have got them come out and play. They are very nice. I will admit that. I'm quite happy with my upgraded Talion. I'll stick to that. That thing's amazing. Does awesome stuff. What am I looking for? Yes. Yeah, Alan, your son's getting that WL Toys 2S brushless as his first car. He did drive around with your Canyon first, though, didn't he? He did drive around with that for a bit. So he has had a controller in his hand. And then he learnt to drive with a 3.3 Nitro T-Max. When he was about 2 or 3 years old, sat in a pushchair. Matt, if only I could send you some pictures of my fleet. I've got a shed full. Well, actually, Matt, you can send us pictures. I think in the description to this live stream, or if not in this description, definitely in some other videos, in the description, there is a link to our Facebook page and how to contact me on social media. So definitely come and join our Facebook group and you can share your pictures and your videos. We'd be more than happy to have you. So yeah, come and join our Facebook group. And then we can all share pictures and videos. Yeah, that's why we've done that. So other people can join in. Doesn't the M8 have arms that are made out of glass? Oh, the MT8. RCs are finding a way to slowly increase the price. Oh, Matt, yeah, you've just sent me a message and a request. Once I'm finished on here, I will jump straight onto that. RCs are finding a way to slowly increase the price of the established models and then bring out a downgraded, cheaper model. Yeah. TRX4, good car. I had a TRX6. An upgraded TRX6 with the AXE system in it, but it was still a TRX6. They're very capable crawlers. Well, trail trucks. Some people get upset when you call them a crawler. Which, fair enough. I mean, it's not actually a crawler, is it? It is a trail truck. Right, let me let them know. Oh, I didn't realise this gasket had been chewed. If I had, I would have got another one. There's not a lot I can do about it now, but put it back together. And then maybe when the GPM diff gears turn up, I might change it. We'll see if it causes me an issue. We will see. Okay. Right, let's put a couple of these in, and then I will get the Loctite out, because these need to be Loctited in. So we should now be winning. Run, same as real cards. Oh, I forgot what we were talking about, Grum. Alan, you need to run it on 12S for science. Yeah, I suppose. Okay, well, this all feels okay. It's not overly tight. There's definite good resistance there, but it moves. So that is good enough for me. So what I will do is get the Loctite. Put the Loctite on these two screws, put them in. Yes, for scientific purposes only. Maybe. If I can get the X-Max, now it's having all GPM gears and it's got its mod 1.5 gears there. If I can get a few packs through it and it doesn't absolutely annihilate more diffs, um, I might try it on 12S. We'll see. Loctite on that. There we go. And that in. Lovely. Bit of Loctite on that. Back in. Oh yeah, Grum, I forgot about that service pack that it comes with. And that includes better arms, does it? Oh yeah, with better arms. Still in my original service pack arms. Oh, there we go. Yes, I did forget that they'd done that service pack. It needed it, didn't it? It did need it. I would, but my motor is 1100 kV, needs 700 for 12S. Yeah, when I got my X-Max, it had the 800 Hobbywing in it, matched to the Max 5, but it was so heavy. It was just causing me problems. I want my X-Max to be reliable and as light as possible. And then I put this in it and was like, all right, well, forget about being light as possible. This is 1188 kV, which is an odd kV, but my God, it's a bloody good motor. I'm really impressed with it. So now I've gone around building my X-Max to be a bit heavier, but hopefully tough enough to take the hits. Hopefully. So it's got like the metal diff cases, it's got the GPM bash bar, it's got the GPM gears. I don't want to go too crazy on it, but I do want it to be bashable. I'm not fussed about it doing 70 miles an hour. I've got cars that do 70 miles an hour, and they do it in a much more controlled, easy manner. The Talion and my 8S Asuga, which we're definitely not going to get round to fixing in this live stream. But I am quite determined to at least get the back end back on the X-Max. That's my plan. Okay. So these bearings, right, where is this? Here it is. The new. Put that back in there. So that bearing on there, that goes on there. I'm missing a bearing. Am I? Yeah, what did I do with it? I remember taking it off and saying I need that. What did I do with the bearing? Well, I've not been anywhere. It can't have gone anywhere, can it? It definitely can't have gone anywhere. What have I missed? The 6S is awesome, yeah. Couldn't think what a TLR would be like. The TLR is just like the 6S, but just with a few more trick bits on it that make it look nice. And a bit tougher, of course. It is awesome. They are good. My best RC car is this toy grade 2S car. If it's fun and it doesn't break, that's fine. Craig, get them a WL Toys. No. WL Toys is a good shout. They are good, but I don't want one of those. Cheaper and you've seen no durable miners. And it does backflips. It did do backflips. Oh yeah, and we do plus pick of the week, Craig, on Tuesdays. Yeah, we do. Thursdays, sorry. Yeah, we do that. Yeah, Matt's just joined, I think. Yeah, needs a body and tyres. Yeah, they're not in the kit for that Techno, are they? So the service pack for the MT8 is upper and lower arms and turnbuckles. Chris with a C, hello mate. Thank you for joining. Evening, chaps. Craig smells. Pass it on. I probably do. Probably am a bit whiffy at the minute. It's a good job you can't smell me. Actually, no, I'm not bad. Actually, I'm all right. I'm all right. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Chris. Have you pre-ordered that Yokohama yet? Yeah. I've absolutely lost a bearing. How? I don't know because it should be right here. I'm not being stupid, am I? Well, I probably am, but I'm about to have a spare, but I just don't want to start digging through the bearing box. How have I lost that? By standing in one place. Well, if I want to progress, I'm going to have to dig one out, aren't I? I'm just going to have to put that one down as lock. Is it this size? It's not going to be that easy, is it? Oh, it bloody is. Look at that. I open the drawer, the first tub of bearings that I pull out, it is that size. So now that can all sit back in there beautifully. Right, stress over. Um, Chris, been working on the Kraken tonight. Tomorrow is the big day. Oh, mate, I want to see that thing ripping. Power wheelies and everything. Big rooster tails and power wheelies. That's the bearing I was talking about. What bearing? The one that I've lost? I found it. Well, I haven't found it. I've just put a new one on. I've just put a new one on. Chris Craig, you have something hanging off your stubble. So I do. Bit of cloth, I think that was. Can't. Let's see. I think it was a bit of this. Nobody else told me. Cheers, Chris. Yeah, I did feel something then. Oh, there it is. Well, it wasn't the bearing, but yeah, it was a bit fluff. I don't know where that's from. It's got to have been from the cloth. Yeah, there'll be screenshots of that everywhere now. uh, Matt, have you been stripping diff gears? The bearing has collapsed. Check the housing. Check the housing for the outer bearing case. Yeah, I have been stripping gears, but the bearings were okay because, as you can see, I had them to hand. I've actually replaced the bearings and I've replaced the bulkheads once already, but I've re-replaced this bulkhead because I broke this one. But no, the bearings were okay. It is just that I cracked the bulkhead. It happens, especially with how I am. It's just the way. It's the things that I do to them. So that's going to go on there. We're going to drop that into there. So yeah, first run for your Kraken tomorrow then, Chris. I bet you're excited. Are you a little bit pooping your pants? Or is it just excitement? They do look fucking. They really do. So that's the short one, and they're the longer ones. Uh, have you been stripping diff gears? Yeah, diff bearings are the same as the hubs, I believe. Yeah, probably. I know I've got a load because when I first got the X-Max, I bought full bearing sets for all the diff out drives, the centre diff, everything. Has a bearing in the bulkhead that supports the centre shaft. Yep, it does. That's in. That's the one that I misplaced. It'll turn up. It doesn't matter now. It's got a new one in anyway. So that is fine. Craig's now a meme. Yeah, probably. Road a good ear. Thanks, Chris. The pants side lot out tomorrow. Also sorted all the X-Max stuff, and it's going. Well, it's going to be way better. It's all Vitavond up now, is it, Chris? They do look very nice. I was watching in your video with it all going in. So it does look nice. I mean, I've just put GPM gears in my centre diff. That's what's just gone in my centre diff. I've GPM'd it up. And I have they are on their way from Germany as we speak, the ring and pinions for the diffs. So they're going to be going in as well. I think on the armour infraction, you'll spend more money on wheels than repairs. Yep, definitely. Yes, buddy, the Vesla scares me. It does smoky burnouts. Ask my patio. I hope you got that on film. I want to see some smoky burnouts. Okay. Matt, I've never broke a bulkhead. I have spare ones. I destroyed about 10 sets of tyres until I realised I should stay out of puddles. Yeah, I've broke 2 bulkheads. Well, no. I've worn out one bulkhead. There wasn't a crack in it. It was just literally, as you put the diff in like that, it would like wobble side to side. It was just loose. Even with new bearings, new everything, it was just like it was worn. It had like opened up. But that bulkhead that I've just taken off, it's got a crack in the side of it. I did get it up on the camera. I did show you. If you were in, I can't remember. There is a little crack in it. Okay. Nice. 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 Chris, the funny thing is those Vitavon gears sound way different. Yeah, they've got like a different ring to them now, have they? It's funny, isn't it, how they can, it'll make things make a different noise. I know my X Max is loud, but that's because of the 1.5 gears. Now, keep it plastic. The metal hubs, snap pins, fun. I have titanium gearing in one of mine. It sounds insane. I bet. If you want to see a smoky burnout, get an armour infraction. It's not just an armour infraction. You should see what Lenny was doing with my Talion. With tyres, they are bald. I was showing people on the last live stream. So bald that there's no holes in them. Okay. Winning. We are slowly but surely winning. Thing. I'll click that back into there. Do you know what I should have done? Need to find a bit for the thingamabobber. I see what you're saying about the diff movement. Oh, Siri's just opened on my phone. Go away, Siri. I see what you're saying about the diff movement. One of mine has movement, but I've retired that one now. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, it was just worn. It was all it was. Just worn out. Is it worth doing the mod 1.5 gearing? Well, I'll be honest, Chris, I never had an issue with the mod 1. The only reason that mine is now mod 1.5 is 8mm motor shaft. And I didn't have a 8mm bore mod 1 pinion. I only had 1.5. So mod 1.5 gearing it was. And I've still got the push drive. This is only a cheap AliExpress mod 1.5 gear. And it's put up with all the abuse that I give it. So I'm happy with that. But yeah, is it worth doing? Only if you're having issues with mod 1, but I never did. I never had an issue with the mod 1. I only changed because I killed the stock motor and put that in it. That's it. Rut Rider. The sheer strength of mod 1.5 teeth is about 4 times as strong as mod 1. So it depends how much power you use. Yeah, that's a good answer. That's a good answer. So yeah, with the stock motor or a stock sized motor, well, yeah, if you're not having an issue, I wouldn't change it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, sort of thing, would be my attitude on it. Definitely. Right. It's not going to be long now, and I will be putting the rear end back on the truck. Exciting. And then I will call it a night then, because it's stood here long enough now. I am glad I've got this high bench though. It makes it easier to lean on. Much easier. Chris, if I do have an issue, I'll change it then. Yeah, that's it. That's the attitude. If it ain't broke, it don't fix. But yeah, I know you see a lot of people saying, oh no, I'm going straight to the mod 1.5, but don't know, I just wouldn't. What gears do you have, Craig, dude? These are just, I think they were just cheap. I know that the spur gear was a cheap one from AliExpress, this mod 1.5, and I thought it would snap, and honestly, it's been perfect. I had a brand new one. Oh no, I changed it, didn't I? So yeah, this is them. That's a 35 tooth mod 1.5 gear from AliExpress, super cheap, and it's dealt with absolutely everything. Yeah, tooth count. Okay, so this is 35 and that is 16. 1635. I started off with much higher. I've got a 24 there, but the speed with this 24 was just mad. With that motor, 24, 35, it was too fast. Really, really like over fast. It was easy doing 60 miles an hour, easily. And the motor got hot and I didn't need it to do that speed. Yo-yo, what batteries do you use? Did you say the Turnigy Rapid batteries are on offer? They were. Alan was showing me a Fix S one. But I run the Turnigy Rapids, the 6,000 milliamp 4S, and I got them for really cheap. What kV motor is it? This is 1188. Yeah, 1188 kV this motor is. But with it being a TP motor, I don't know if it's like faster or what. So, there, look, there you go. 1188. This is all good. Excellent. Excellent. Turnigy Rapids are spot on. I use them, yeah. 3516 should be enough. It will be enough, mate, but you have to modify the chassis. That's well, yeah, I guess you will. I was going to say it depends on your motor mount, but because the gearing is so small on here, and my motor, as you can see, is pretty much as low as I can get it, I've had to modify that chassis. Where's my old one? Because I have earlier, I've put a new chassis on. I snapped my chassis. So this is my old chassis. So here, oh, actually, yeah, it'll depend on the length of your motor. If when your motor sits in, the length of it sits within this opening, you'll be okay. But if it overhangs onto this bit, then I've had to just take a little bit of meat out of there. So when the motor goes in, it can sit in that gap, so it can just go in low enough, if you get what I mean. But if your motor's not that long, if it's just a touch shorter, you'll be okay. And I know what your next question's going to be. How big's that motor? So, this is 93 millimeters ish. But of course, as well, it's quite a thick mount. So, depends what mount you're using, of how close you can get it forwards. I'll get rid of that again. Right, let me go back to putting these in. Come on, in you go. One, two. So then in. Yeah. Yes, I've got exactly one of those mounts waiting to go in. They're a good mount, mate, honestly. Really good. Nothing wrong with that mount whatsoever. You won't be able to fit the diagonal braces that come with it. You can have like a brace that fits up here and comes down into this slot just there. You won't be able to put them on and put it into the X-Max chassis. They just won't fit. I got the grinder on one of them and sort of ground it down so it would fit, but it's that thin, it's pointless. It was like flexible, it was that thin. So, but to be honest, they click together really well here. 4 screws in there with a load of Loctite on them. I've never had a problem. The only thing I have done is, as I say, as it sits in my car, the rear end of the motor is supported as well. Just so when I'm doing massive jump, it doesn't try and bend anything. Just the whole car. But yeah, this motor's not small. What is it? It's a 56. Yeah, say 56 at 92 or 93. It's a decent motor. It has good power. Plenty of power. Plenty of speed and torques. Yeah, if your motor's just a bit shorter, it'll fit nicer in the chassis. But you know what I'm like, I was offered that and I was like, oh, it's a little bit big, but I'll make it work. And I do. I do make it work. These metal inserts are another good thing. I don't know if you've got them on yours. You might have them on the Ultimate, actually. Can't remember. They do save the screws They save the screws pulling through, which is always nice. But yeah, that is going to be that. Banged in there. Was it that one? Possibly. Why would you do Quinn 3S scrum? What, for 6S? I always do Quinn 3S. ESC wires. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I see that. I do see that. But my reasoning for um, using 3S packs and not a 6S pack is when a cell dies on a lipo, I would rather lose 2 cells than 5. Although I say that, I don't lose any because I then cut the pack open and make my own batteries from whatever cells are remaining. I've done that loads of times. Mm. The Typhon Kagama setup, the 3S batteries, yeah. A lot of them are. A lot of the ESCs come with 2 plugs on them. But yeah, they are right. A single pack will have less resistance, less wire, less connections. But then when you lose a cell in a 6S pack, you've got 5 other cells there that are fine, probably. Push that in there. There we go. There we go. Choose, yeah, Typhon Kagama. If you have any that fit, my 6S packs are Hoovu 120C. Fit fine, just spaghetti wire it has. If they're in, mate, and it works, bit of spaghetti wiring's fine. I need to shorten these motor wires. I just haven't yet. I know that they're too long. I just haven't done it. I'll get round to it. It'll be one of those jobs that I get round to. I've got stock in the X Max, and also now have another spare, so all good my end. And both have the GPM end bell. That GPM end bell is needed, as you saw on my video with my stock motor. It decided it didn't want to be motoring anymore, so it decided to grenade itself. But I've now ended up with this beast of a motor, so that's fine by me. There's a beast of a motor as well. Oh, right, you don't have 6S packs currently. I don't have 6S packs. I don't know about Brum either. No, I run 3S packs. Or in like my Habeo, the 4S. But the Talion has to go on 6S. Be rude not to. It would be rude not to stick that thing on 6S. Um, Yo-yo. Have you guys ever had a car catch on fire? No, not whilst running. Well, yes, I have actually, but I kind of done it on purpose. For content. I knew that the ESC was going bad, and I have made a little short of my slash ESC burning up, which on TikTok people give me a bit of shit for that, which was quite funny. Oh, Chris is off, mate. Thank you for dropping in, Chris. I do appreciate it. Oh, Chris, are you going to the meet on the 27th before you go? Will I see you there? Because I think me and Alad are going. I don't think Mark will be coming to this one, but me and Alad are going to be there. I think Rut Rider's coming. Oh, yeah, mate, definitely buzz me tomorrow when you're at Dusty. Definitely, yeah, yeah. Give us a video chat. I want to see it. I want to see your reaction to it. Nice. Motor in. And all the, yeah, they're all still there, thankfully. The bearing's still there. Yes, it is. And put that back in. Put that back on. Good. Looks good. That's going to go in. That's nice. And nice. Oh, I need to put them in. That definitely needs to happen. Yes. Shall I do a live soon? Yeah, why not, Chris? If you feel like doing a live, do a live. Oh, that's where the Kraken gets its first run. We can all shamelessly plug part of Chris's lives. Hoping to, mate. Depends on my dog. She's having an operation. Oh, yeah. Sorry, yeah, you did say. I forgot, mate. Yeah, I hope that all goes well. Matt, some girls don't like it that thing. Yeah, good night, Chris. I'm hoping I'm not going to be much longer. I'm getting tired, but I've got to the stage now where I just want to put the back end back on the truck. It has been a long one tonight. There's done a lot of work to it. has had a lot of work go on. I suppose it's Saturday night, isn't it? What else am I going to be doing? The missus will be upstairs. Mrs. Crash and Bash will be watching Big Brother or whatever's on. I am not interested in that. Not in the slightest. But she works hard, so if she wants to come home and watch crap on TV, who am I to tell her not to? She lets me play with toy cars. You planning on doing any lives this week, Craig? Probably. As more and more parts turn up, because I've got the GPM parts for this. So this will all be, well, it'll be an easier job. It is literally just pop this off and change them. Um, I've got the Asuga to fix. I've got this to change the gears on. Um, so yeah, possibly I'll be doing some more lives. I could quite possibly do another one tomorrow fixing the Asuga. I mean, I suppose at some point I need to go out and actually film a video, but I need to fix all my cars first. It's all well and good doing lives. Sometimes you actually need to go and film something. Mm. Tiana's back. Tiana, did I miss Christopher C? Yes, you did, Tiana. He's been and gone. He is your favourite YouTuber, yes. Yes, Tiana always says Chris is the favourite YouTuber. Until Mark's here, and then she says, no, Mark's my favourite YouTuber. I need to go to bed soon if I've got work tomorrow. You do. You do have work tomorrow. I've done all the mods and learnt the expensive way. Yep. I only upgrade bits that need it. Bits that need upgrading, I upgrade. So I have had a lot of problems with killing diffs. Um, and I know it's down to the massive power that we run through them, but I want to run massive power through it. It's a toy, it's fun. Cool. We may need to coordinate lives in the week, possibly. Yeah, whatever, mate. If you want to go live, go live. Yeah, that's fine. You know, it's not up to me. If I see you're on, I'll jump on and say hello. See what you're up to. Have you been out with your ramp today, Grum? I'm looking forward to seeing it. Because heat hurts. They take no prisoners. They are proper. You don't want to live the same night. Yeah, I suppose not. No. Yeah, because I don't really plan it. I just sort of think, oh, I need to do work. I'm going to go live. If I saw that you were live or, you had one scheduled, I just wouldn't go live. Or I'd wait until you finished or, we can take it in turns. Don't want to step on anyone's toes, innit? We should be helping each other, definitely. It is a community. Yes, mate, some RCs got sent, some RCs got broken. So, Grum, can I have one of your RCs? No! You're working now, buy your own. I'll tell you what I could do for Tiana, right? I will buy the new ESC and the bits that the Slash needs, and then we'll make a video on her putting it together. And it can be her car. She can have the Slash. But if she wants it, she's got to build it. Is that fair? Your armour Typhon. Ah, well remembered. She remembered what you've got. On, on, yes. On and on. So we'll put that one in there like that. That'll go well, Grum. Yeah, that's a great deal, Craig. Yeah, I think so too. I think if she wants an RC car, we'll do a build video where she has to build it. And then if she really does want it, she'll do it. I don't think you can get much fairer than that, can you? It's about as fair as I can get. Okay, shock tower on. Arms on. This is very fast going to take shape now, he says. He says, hoping. Wear gloves, they'll get dirty. Yeah, disposable ones. Can you build it for me instead? Well, yeah, I can build them, yes. I'm very capable of building them. But if I build it, it's not yours. If you want it to be yours, you have to build it. I will help and advise and show you where you've gone wrong. Ultimately, you have to do it. I think that is more than fair. You want an RC car, you build an RC car. And then the feeling of satisfaction that you'll have because you built your own car will be massive. There's no better feeling than when you put something together and then it works and you can go out and drive it. I wouldn't know that feeling because once I've put this together, it's probably still going to be broken. But at some point, it'll work again. And that'll be epic. Get that back in there. And then, yeah, take the deal, Tiana. Yeah, gift horse and mouth come to mind here. And then you'll have an awesome Traxxas Slash. Got to make Lenny do with his. Lenny has to work on his cars. You want it, you broke it, you fix it. I'm happy to help, but I'm not doing. We could do it on a live, and I'll sit round and chat to people in the comments. That'd be a good thing. Right, let's get this side. When will you send me the Typhon? When you buy it? RC cars are either built or bought. You don't just get given. I need to get you hooked on it. We'll get you out. I'll let you drive the X Max. And then you'll be like, ah, I want one. And I say, well, you can have one. You just have to build it. I've got it all in the garage. Well, my daughter has to work on her breakages. Yeah. Yeah, if they drive them and break them, they need to fix them. And if they don't fix them, they don't get to drive them. It's part of the hobby. You can't just go out, drive it, break it, and then be like, no, you fix it. I just want to break it again. Nope, that's not how it works. Grub, you have a Slash now. You don't need the Typhon. Good answer. What is the value of a shilling, and do you have one? No, she won't have a shilling. I mean, she has got herself a little job, in all fairness. So, she can earn a little bit of money, but that is the way in this house. There are no handouts I never had handouts. You have to work for your things, and then you'll appreciate them a bit more. Says me, who launches my cars to oblivion. But, I understand if they break, it costs money and I have to fix them. Yeah, yeah, you've got some Bulgarian money, haven't you? You need to save your money anyway, Kiana, for France. You need some euros. Okay, well, minus a rear bumper, this is ready to be mounted back up to the car. Must not forget the drive shaft. That would be a mistake. Right now, the one thing that I think I may have lost somewhere is. Oh no, it is in there. I thought I'd possibly lost the other end to this. These have like inserts in them that go in the end and then push into the dip. And I could only find one. But I think, for the feels of it, yeah, the other one's in there, look, because the wheels are turning. So then that one's going to go in this end. And then that can go like that. Possibly. Am I getting somewhere? Yes. The X-Max is mounted back up. This is now one truck again, not a lot of parts. I like it when it's all back together. And we are nearly there. It now resembles an X-Max again. It's Bulgaria in Euro. Yeah, you forgot that you need to save for France. Backflip. I don't think the X-Max is going to backflip somehow because I still need the GPM gears, and I haven't even put the skid plates on yet or the bumpers. But I don't think I'm going to do that tonight. I just wanted to get it back together in a fashion. Which I think I've achieved. I need to find my other tool. I've lost it. Um, it never turned up. I always thought it would. For this size screw. So these take ages to put in. Too long. Let's put that one in. Yes. Winning. I'm going by. I expect delivery from Grum as well tomorrow. All right, Tiana. Yes, I think I'll be going up to bed in a minute. But you'll all have to say goodbye. This live, oh, this live has gone on long enough. Very much so. I always enjoy it though. I mean, at least it feels like I'm not stood down in the garage on my own wrenching. At least when I'm live, people can chat to me and leave messages. Musa. Hello, Musa. When did you come on live, mate? Um, about 3 hours ago. Yeah, I've been on a while now. I'm gonna have to end it soon because I'm starting to ache. Thank you for joining. How have you been? How's your Tamias? How are they? Did I see a little video? Yeah, you were running in your garden on a video. I saw that. That looks cool. Yes. And that one. Oh, that was on your new battery, was it, Musa? It seemed to be running quite well. Just try not to crash it now, yeah. Easier said than done. I know they're quite fun to rip around with, aren't they? It's very easy to get carried away. Very easy indeed. Okay. Two more screws. Just a few more. Crashing a lot of the time, have you, Musa? Yeah, it can get a bit disheartening when you keep breaking them. I have that sometimes with the X Max. Because when I go out with this, generally I'm quite hard on it. But some days I think, well, I just want to take it out. I want to run it, and then I want to bring it home working. That'd be nice. So some days I am a bit more reserved with it. Give it a bit of an easier time. That doesn't happen very often. Or I get towards the end of a battery and I think this is done really well. If it breaks now, I don't mind. And that's when I really start sending it. I think possibly that will. Yeah, yep, it can. Go in there. Yes. That one in there. Oh, yes. Looking much more like an X Max now. Right, there is it all put back together, mostly. Mostly. We'll drop these in to them. I'm sure that's where they go. So I can find that. So has anyone got plans for the weekend? Where are people going? What are people doing? Who's going out to break some stuff? Still impresses me the size of them. What these X Maxes, Grum? Have you ever seen one of these in person or had a go with one? They are something else. They really are. See, I don't see them as that big anymore. And this one is still. There's no wheels on this, but you can see it's a fair size. Oh, you have seen one and had a go with one. Oh, you've not had the pleasure. Um, I definitely need to arrange a meet up. I'll let you have a blast of this. 100%. Ryder will tell you, and he came down, and I was like, "Have you ever had a go of one?" And he was like, "No, he'd seen one, he'd seen a guy running one, but he'd never had the chance to actually, have a go of it properly." Well, I was just like, "Oh, here you go nuts," because I know he was a bit nervous at first. I don't think he didn't want to jump and then it break. And I was like, "Look, you can't do any worse to this car than what I do to it. So have fun in it. Send it. Send it." Yeah, I'd happily let you have a go. Happily. Right. Skid plate. Martin Prince. Hello, Martin. Thank you for joining. Motor is very talky. Do I put the skid plates on? I may as well, I suppose. I've got them mostly put together here, so my homemade skid plate cover. That's off, nice and easy. What's going on? I have in this extremely long live stream, and I'm really sorry, people, that you're having to put up with this. I do appreciate you staying. I really do. But in this live stream, I have fit a new chassis, a new rear bulkhead, GPM gears in the centre diff, new skid plates, the bash bar's been refit. We've basically rebuilt the X-Max from nothing to what you see now. Um, so yeah, a lot has gone on, and you awesome lot have been here most of the way through it with me, cheering me on and chatting away. And it is ace. Run, my Kagama 6S is the biggest I've seen or driven. Really, mate. This thing dwarfs a Kagama. You'll love it. You really will love it. I've got to get down to you. We've got to have a meetup, and you can experience this beast of an X-Max. Rut Rider. The X-Max in person took me back to being about 7 and seeing a Clodbuster for the first time. Yeah, they're just something else. They're so cool, but it's what we like, isn't it? We're all just big kids that play with toys. Oh, I'm going to have to do a bit of modification there. Rear skid plate. Can I get away with that? Yes. Nice. No, that's what I'm not going to worry too much um, about that. We just pop this off for now. I forgot that I drilled it through the front bit of a broken skid plate. Reminiscing, yeah. It's proper fun. Moose's waiting for suspension. Hey, everyone's saying hello. Hope everyone's safe and well. Yeah, we're all good. Is a 0.5 needle big enough for Proline RC paint in an airbrush, Martin? Yeah, hopefully Martin can answer that because I definitely can't. I don't know, mate, but yeah, I'm sure Martin will. So I think if I just pin that in there so I haven't got a random bit of bump flapping around. I should be able to power up the X-Max. Power it up and just make sure that everything is turning and running as it should. Yeah, they are. Brum, that'll give you an idea of size. You know, these are X-Max tyres. They're like the size of your head nearly. They're as big as your face. What have I got that would compare? Well, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? This is a 6S Triton wheel, Copperhead. So this is probably the same kind of size as your Kagama wheels. And that is it next to the X-Max wheel. So yeah, X-Max, Triton 6S. Yeah, I wouldn't even be able to put those on the X-Max because 17mm and these are 24mm X's. Right, let me get a couple of batteries. We'll just make sure all this works and then I am done. Or do I put wheels on it and drive it? Oh, there's not really a lot of place to drive it. And no, it's a bit late now. But I'll power it up. Hopefully, he says. Yeah. Well, I've got 8 beeps. And I've got steering. Oh, what is wrong with that then? Oh. No, I don't have go-go. Oh no, something is not going. Why for not? Mesh is not too bad. Hmm. My, yeah, your wife has smaller wheels on the Fiat. Yeah, yeah. Right, well, I've got a problem somewhere. Why have I got a problem? Is it one of these? Yeah, well, they're storage charged, these batteries. It's trying to turn. It's like there's something jamming it. Oh, there we go. I put a screw in that was locking it up. Which was not ideal. Ugh. Put that one there. So this one here. Hold them down a bit. Yep, it's working now. I don't know if you can hear it, but you'll see these spinning, I guess, will you? Kind of. Yeah, gonna say too long of a wood screw. Yeah, that was the problem. Wood screw in the wrong place. I may as well put some wheels on it, haven't I? We've come this far. I may as well put wheels on it. I think it'll drive. The impressive X-Max. It still needs bumpers and everything on, but I think we've all had enough for one day. But it would be nice to see it move. I've knocked my iPads. It's too big for the bench. It's too big for its own good. The X-Max. I'm definitely going to need a better bench setup for this. I am thinking about having a move around in the garage. So when I'm working, filming, doing live streams, the bench will be in front of me like this. So the car is in between me and the camera. Which means I'll just have to move this like a bar basically that sticks out. I just need to have a bit of a reorganise. I'm sure it'll be fine. Yeah, but it will be nice to just know that this does move again. Although I don't expect the diffs to make great noises because I know they are a bit chewed. But I'm not concerned because I've got GPM ones coming. Oh yeah, yeah, it rolls lovely. just like before. But I've not even put the motor fans back on or nothing. It's working well, actually. It is working well. I suppose you all want to see it work, don't you? You've been here over 3 hours. It's only fair that I show you it moving, I think. Right. Move me indoor line stuff. If you give me a minute, I wasn't expecting to get this far with it. I wasn't expecting to be live for this long. I can probably make a gap by kicking some stuff here. And if you're still there, yeah, Ryder, look, I've still got the cape on it. Love this. I think this is brilliant. It's the best RC body I've ever had. Ah. Yeah, looking. If I do a live stream tomorrow, we have a drive shaft for the Asuga and a new arm, so that can be put together and tested. Remove my chariot. And a clothes area. Yeah, Mrs. Crash and Bash decided that she wanted to buy a clothes area, and then when it got here, she like we were putting it together. She was like, "Oh, I didn't realise it was going to be that big." Honestly, it's like a bloody wardrobe. I'm going to be in the way if I stand there, aren't I? So, yeah, this contraption is her clothes area. But it's massive. It's bigger than me. And that's saying something. Right, what can you see there? Let's do it. Let's do it. Why not? So there it is. You can see it. It only took 3 hours, but we did do it. Yeah, the front diff does not sound happy. But wheelie's well enough. I'll do one. We're going to go for one backflip, okay? One backflip off the Welsh dresser. And if you're in here and not subscribed, if I can do a backflip, you got to subscribe. That's a fair deal. Must be a fair deal. 3 hours we've been rebuilding this. Are you ready? Let's go straight into it. Yes! Results! Okay, I'll do one more. Right. I will stop. It is 11 o'clock at night. Okay. Let's turn that off. One rebuilt X-Max with its Superman body. The Superman X-Max is back. Okay. Right. Well, there we go. Um, What have we got going on? Yeah, boom. Yes, it did it. Methinks more repairs are going to be needed soon. Yeah. Well, the way I drive them and the things I do to them, if it can't cope with doing little backflips in a carpeted garage, it's never going to cope being sent at a skate park. Um, the diffs still don't sound really happy, but as I say, I've got new gears coming for them, so I'm not too worried. And that is it. When they turn up, I'll do them. I've got bits here now to fix the Thuga, so we're going to do that. Thanks, Craig. Have a great evening and sleep. Yes, mate. No, red pants. Superman returns. I could get him some red pants. We can do that. Why not? He's got a cape. We may as well put some pants on the outside of him as well and go mad. Right. I am aching, sore, tired, but really appreciative of people that stay. It is epic. Well, there we go. You've seen the X Max all be put back together. So yeah, brilliant. Thank you all for staying in. It is ace. Hit the like, do all that. It really does help. And you will probably see me again. Yeah, red wheels, Grum. Red wheels. You will see me again in videos or shorts, or maybe even another live tomorrow. We'll see how I feel. Cramming the lives in while I'm doing all the repairs. Yeah, awesome. Top stuff. Everyone is ace. Let me find out where I end it. We're about there. Okay, awesome. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, and hit all the likes. Watch all my videos, my shorts, and yeah, much respect to you all, everyone. Each and every one of you are amazing. Love it. Right, cheers all. Ta-ra. See you soon. Bye.